Hey guys, welcome back to the Big B and Little T channel. I'm Little T.
And I'm the Big B. Hey, it's good to have you guys here this week. We had a busy week. My brother and his wife were in from Oregon, and they spent the week here in Kentucky relying on us to somewhat entertain them. And of course, we had to do some of the things that we have enjoyed on the short time we've been here. And we also explored some new things and just did some fun things right here at home. So the first thing I think that we did that was, I don't know if it was our favorite thing, but it was just a very unique thing that we did. Tina and I had never been there, but it was to visit the Jim Beam Distillery in Claremont, I believe.
It's just outside of Louisville. We didn't actually have to drive all the way into Louisville, which we were really happy about. But
yeah, it was what was so fun about it is, first and foremost, it was a beautiful day, which in fact, actually, it was beautiful the entire time they were here.
Yes.
And it was a beautiful drive up to Louisville. The trees here in Kentucky are just beginning to turn. But the actual tour of the distillery was very professionally done. It was about a 90-minute tour. And I can tell you, probably Tina can tell you too, I didn't understand half of what they were telling me.
Yes.
But it was quite impressive. They're the #1 producer of whiskey, bourbon in the world. They produce a barrel every 93 seconds, 365 days a year. Quite impressive.
yeah, and we got to actually tour the warehouse where they store the barrels, one of the warehouses, and we walked through it. It was just barrels on either side of this it was like 9 stories tall storage facility. Looked like a huge black barn. And we asked, all of the buildings were black, and we asked why they were black from the tour guide, and it was because with all the sugar that's being used, it creates a specific black mold, which we get. If you look, she said, just turn around and look at the bark on the trees nearby, and it was really dark, like almost black. So they paint it black so it doesn't look like it has mold on it. But one of the pictures you'll see, it shows the 16th barrel, and 16 barrel. One of the barrels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a 16 millionth. 16th millionth.
16 millionth.
It was the 16 millionth barrel that had been produced, and that wasn't even the most recent one, but it's just astonishing the vastness of the production scale. And then afterwards they have a little shop you can go to that has shirts and hats and all sorts of things. We got a little trial pack of different little flavors and these cute little sipping glasses and just some little flavored. It's kind of like the kind if you were to get a little bottle on a flight. And so we just thought we'd just try different flavors. Both of us are not really whiskey drinkers, but living in the state of Kentucky, we should at least give it a try. So that was fun.
It was fun. And then we ate at a restaurant that was associated with the Jim Beam, sat outside, just again, absolutely beautiful day. Let's see, what else did we do? Well, we took them to 2 places that we had been before. We took them to Bluegrass Vineyard, and we did some wine tasting because they like wine. Ended up with our favorite, which was elderberry wine. But again, we enjoyed that particular little tour. Then we went to it's
ours now. We've been twice.
Went to the apple orchard, the Jackson apple orchard, and got some cider.
It was super busy. When we had gone before previously, we got another half peck of apples. These were Pixie Crisp or Pixie Sweet. They're super crispy, super sweet, and just so many different varieties to choose from that we hadn't really heard of before. But it was fall break here in this area, and so there was school buses, there was preschools visiting. It was just flooded with people, but still enough space to walk around where you didn't feel like you were in a big crowd. We got really fresh fruit pies. Indira and I both had peach, and Brian and his brother Kevin had apple, and we had a little apple cider slushy. It was good.
It was very good.
We had to get another half gallon of cider, which Brian's sipping right now some hot apple cider. I'm having coffee.
And we just did some other regular things, like we played pickleball briefly. Unfortunately, my brother had a slight accident and he decided to nothing serious, but he decided not to play anymore after that, which was probably a wise decision. We played some cards at night.
A new game we'd never played before.
Yeah, and we visited some local parks that we have not been to. I think they actually went to one on their own, and then we visited a couple of others and took walks and really just enjoyed nature. I mean, it's just right on the brink of all of the trees turning, and so there's just a lot of color out there, and the weather again was just absolutely beautiful, crisp 30s and 40s in the morning and 60s and 70s in the afternoon. So
I'll include some pictures that I took on my walk this morning of the trees where we walk around the loop. There's a few of them that have really already turned. I'd say the majority of the trees are still green around here, but you'll just see flashes of orange, reds, and golds as you're walking. So we're anticipating even more and more beauty.
We had a great time. We really enjoyed the time that we had with them, and they're off visiting other parts of the country right now. So we'll stay right here in Kentucky and continue to expand our horizons of new activities and new places to go. So join us next week for another video. Of course, you can always like the video, you can subscribe to our channel, and you can leave us a comment if there's a place here in Kentucky that you think we should visit pretty locally. We're always trying to save money so we can continue to rest and not have to go right back to work. So you guys go out, make it a great day.